Yes, baby, y'all seeing all natural skin. Good morning. Good morning. Let me set my stuff up right. Yeah. Do I want to make it? Yeah. Y'all doing all right today? Good morning. I'm doing good. How about yourselves? Excuse me. Hi. Hello. I'm doing good. I hope everybody had a good week. I want to do something where I want to do something so it brings you back to this in like church or something. Good morning. Next week, just to let y'all know, because next week is Easter, I might do something kind of correlating with that. So it might not be in Genesis. I might be teaching his resurrection, the real resurrection. Uh it was a manager's birthday. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, I think, next Sunday. Thank you, honey. My coffee. Woo. Um, I'm gonna say this. I thank everybody for fucking with me and you know, being a part of this, on Sundays. And to me, the people that show up, like, I love that for me. And I love that for you too. And one thing I always do is I advocate for people to do and believe in anything they want to do. If they think that they are a leprechaun or a fucking apple and that's what they want to be called, I respect them. I love that for you. But um just the comments, the negative comments that Christians been making. Good morning. About my little series. I'm gonna start posting them because I normally just delete them and I go on. But goddamn, Christians, y'all some mean motherfuckers. Good morning. Good morning. So we were in Genesis 12. Genesis 12. What have y'all learned so far? Tell me. What have y'all learned so far? What have y'all learned so far? Because Genesis 1 through 11 was about like the beginning, and now um 12 it's Now you're going to start being introduced to characters that a lot of people don't talk about, these people in the Bible. But they must have been pretty important if they mentioned them, huh? This has reshaped my spiritual work and the way I interpret the Bible. Thank you for saying it. Good morning. Well, okay. Good morning. All right. So, listen. Everybody loves to talk about being chosen. Rich risings. Okay. They want the blessing. They want the elevation. They want the favor, right? But what if I told you that Genesis 12 is not a blessing story first? It's a detachment ritual. This is just my opinion, okay? And most people are not built for what that actually requires. That's why people can emulate you, because you made it look so easy, but they don't know all the shit that you had to lose and everything else to put you in a position where you in now. Cause because being chosen, it's not cute, it's expensive. Being chosen is expensive. So I want to break down this being chosen and every fucking thing that came along with being chosen. Ugh. 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 Shit. Ain't it? You were like, why me? The fuck? Mm. Mm. All right. So let me go back to my notes. Let me go back to the top. Shit. Shh. God chose me. I wish he wouldn't have chose me. Shit. God and go get somebody else. It's extremely tiring. Shit. So everybody get your Bibles out. Let's turn it. You love me because I keep on. Let's get your Bibles out. Turn to chapter 12. And let's try to learn something. I'm gonna be jumping around. I don't my note. I always say that I'm gonna have them in order, but I don't, and I get to jumping around. So that's what I'm doing. And no, I don't have all this shit memorized. Because apparently you're supposed to not write nothing down. I have no notes, just oh, y'all be on my top. So the first one is the call of Abram. 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 So God tells Abram, leave your country, leave your people, and your father's house. Abram, yes. And what did God tell Abram? Leave everything. Oh God, these horrible assignments. Why is it when you guys chosen, you go through the most? Look at Noah. Look at the chosen. Chad, don't choose me. The call of Abram. Is it obedience or was it disruption? God tells Abram, leave your country, leave your people, your father's house. And see, oftentimes we kind of frame that as faith. But to be honest with you, this is identity disruption. like some type of forced isolation for the transformation, right? You cannot become chosen without being separated from all the stuff that you were comfortable with. And people don't be getting that. They think it's just like when you leave Christianity and you come over into your own spirituality, there's this moment where you think, am I doing this shit right? Because god damn, it seemed like everybody to stop being my friend and everybody did this. And no, it's just you ask for alignment. So how do you think that that's gonna come? If you wouldn't have asked for a spirit wouldn't have moved them people, but you finally opened up and asked for a spirit, probably saying shit about time. And that's why I think you gotta pause. And we don't pause. You gotta pause. Cause is this good or is it bad? Is it good or is it bad for me? Wait. I already been through a lot. I'm not gonna keep putting myself through shit like this, right? So God doesn't build Abram, he disrupts him. So God comes to Abram and says, leave your country, leave your people, leave your father's house. Okay. 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 So he got to leave everything that's familiar to him. So he removed that identity. So God is not adding anything to Abram yet, but he's taking everything familiar away first. I don't know. It's kind of fucked up. So he taking the environment, he taking a support system, your sense of belonging, everything just gone, right? So what is God saying? You can't become powerful while still being attached to what made you comfortable. So what does God do, right? He isolates him. That kind of sounds like misogyny, don't it? Shit. So that's from that moment. Like you can't become powerful while still being attached to things that made you comfortable. So God could have fixed it yet again. Could have made it easy, but yet again, he chooses not to do that and he isolates him. Hmm. So again, everybody want to be chosen until it's time to leave everybody. And now suddenly, wait, can I bring my cousin? Can I? So then God says, I will bless you and make your name great. It sounds beautiful, right? I will bless you and make your name great. But slow down. Hold on. This isn't a random blessing. This is a covenant system. Narcissistic and manipulative. Huh. Let's keep reading. So you align, you receive, you obey, you're covered. This is structured power, right? So this is not even do whatever you want. I love you anyway. No, this is move how I tell you, and your life will expand. But if you don't do that, I will take everything away from you. Listen, where y'all get unconditional love from? Because they don't sound unconditional. Where we get that from? I'll show you unconditional love. That don't sound fucking unconditional. Unconditional is what? I love you anyway. Do whatever you want. I'm just gonna love you, and it doesn't even matter. No. He said, move how I tell you. Move how I tell you. So where do we get this unconditional love from? Because it's not real. And then not only that, no, that's not a genuine love. And then not only that, then God says, I will bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. Now, this gets interesting, right? Because Abram is no longer just a man, he becomes a spiritual pressure point, meaning people's outcomes are now tied to how they treat him. That is some manipulative bullshit. Favor is just not elevation. Favor is influence with consequences. That's how God's favor is, I guess. If I give you this, and this, you better da 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 da. Or I'll take it away from you. But I love you unconditionally because I forgive you. But when you die, we're gonna open up the book of life and tell all the shit that you did and had to ask me forgiveness for. And I gave it to you, but now you're here now. So we're going to discuss it again when I said that I would send it to the sea of forget the sea of forgetfulness, but I'm going to bring it back up in the end. Like, do y'all understand the contradictions that be going on with this shit? Ah, I mean, I'm just saying. And then Abram gets scared and fumbles. Okay. So now here's where people get quiet. A famine hits. Abram goes to Egypt, and suddenly Mr. Chosen and Blessed says, hey, tell them you're my sister. Excuse me? So Abram is afraid they'll kill him because Sariah is beautiful. So what does he do? He protects himself by putting her at risk. Ah! Shit. Isn't it wild? Isn't it, isn't it wild? Isn't it? This in y'all Bible, baby. This, dude, I didn't make the story up. So what happens next, right? She say this is a terrible story so far. Look at you using the word. I told y'all, use the word terrible and horrible to describe stuff for people. It's always gonna make them feel worse. Use it at least once a week. That is terrible. All right. That's right. Terrible and horrible. Saraya or Saria, she gets taken into the Pharaoh's house, right? Abram gets richer. The Pharaoh gets punished. Abram lied. Saria, whatever she suffered. And the Pharaoh didn't even know. And the Pharaoh is the one who gets hit. I guess favor ain't for her, huh? I guess favor ain't for her. but y'all judge me. I'm just reading. I'm just reading the same thing you're reading. So being chosen don't mean you always act right, apparently. It means you still protected, even when you don't. Abram said, I'm chosen, but I ain't perfect shit. And God said, yeah, you a piece of shit, but I made you, and I'm still not letting them touch you. Mm. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? So you literally so you literally get to you can be like the worst motherfucker in the world, right? And God still protect you. Because think about this. Everybody love to say that they are chosen, but nobody talks about what gets taken from you first. You know what I'm saying? Like why your life starts falling apart right before you level up. The truth about being chosen that most people can't even handle, you know what I'm saying? Like that chosen shit is some bullshit to me. Cause what the fuck? Yes, I'm with someone like that. He's so horrible. Thank you for using that word. But seems like whatever he does is protected and he's not chosen. See? I don't believe that. Because if it was true, the men's motherfuckers live forever, and the people that was so sweet, they be dying early. See, this the thing. A lot of y'all, a lot of y'all, you're in your leave everything behind season right now and calling it confusion. Some of y'all done lost people, stability, your job, your identity, the nigga you was with, the bitch you was with, and you don't realize that wasn't punishment for you. That was really positioning. Because sometimes it's the healer in you, the love, the nurturer in you. You just constantly laying yourself on a remembrance of me table. Always being a human sacrifice. See, God didn't start by blessing Abram. He started by removing everything he depended on. And that part they don't preach. That part they don't preach about that. They don't talk about that. I think sometimes people want y'all upset and they want you confused because you're not gonna ask no questions. Cause you just literally be wanting it to end. What did he say in verse 1? He said, leave your country, your people, and your father's household. What did that mean? God is calling Abram into a covenant, but first requires separation from his identity, his culture, his dependence. So this is not just travel. This is detachment from everything that defined him. Keeping you confused, let them keep control. Absolutely. Because what does that mean today? You cannot evolve while staying fully attached to your old environments, some old circles, those old relationships, those old versions of yourself. See, growth requires disruption of anything that's familiar. You outgrow circles and you feel weird. Stop that. You lose interest in things that you used to love. That's just growth, baby. And then you feel alone while leveling up. That is not failure. Thank you, my first donation. Thank you. That's just transition. Then you got verse what, 2 and 3. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you. I don't know if he just gaslighting like that, but that covenant promise, there wasn't no random blessing. See, identity, you will become something. Influences that your name is going to carry some weight. And that protection is how people treat you. It matters. See, blessing is not luck. Blessings are alignment, it's consistency, and it's obedience to direction. See, when you move right, doors open. When you misalign, things stall. Not because you're being punished, but you out of position. You know the only problem I have with side bitches. I remember a side bitch knew her position. This bitch knew the hush, get back, stay back. You don't need to be in the face of the. But these hoes now, my God, the fucking audacity. My God, it's terrible. It's terrible. People be out of position. I'm gonna say this, and I know some of y'all be sitting up being jealous of folks. You need to be watching. Cause no, they life ain't all peachy keen, but at the same time, if you around people that's being blessed, watch them. See what's going on. Because if you're witnessing the blessing, that means it's for you too. Because you seeing some representation of it. So if you get to be in that space where you seeing a representation of it, that means you next. But a lot of y'all can't get over, well, how she get that? How he get that? You don't know what the fuck they was willing to do for it. And you over there in that lane, and you ain't even in your lane, and you out of position, and you could have you Then he said, you know, I will bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. Abram becomes spiritually covered. His life now carries consequence energy. What does that mean? When you are aligned and walking in your purpose, not everyone can have access to you without consequences. And y'all forget that. Y'all get out y'all position for these motherfuckers and don't know if you would have stayed in your position. Keep doing what you need to do. The spirits are watching. Some people, I really hate to see that thing when they be saying, you getting ready to be blessed. You getting ready to be blessed. You going through this is temporary for you. You getting ready to be blessed. And now, bitch, you suffering. You suffering. This is your karma, bitch. You're not going through nothing for something greater, bitch. This is your karma because you a terrible person. Again, we got to tell people when they terrible people. Got to tell them, nah, you suffering because that's what you deserve. Yeah, you got to tell people that because they need to hear the truth. They need to hear the truth. They need to hear the truth. See, this the thing. People will mistreat you. They will mistreat you until you start pulling that access. You don't have to fight back per se with physical. You just can take your spiritual authority and you can get the fuck out the way. So then it said in verse 4, Abraham went. Immediate movement. No overthinking, no delay. Abram went. What does that mean, right? Like most people get stuck not because they lack clarity, but because they delay in the execution. If spirits say get your ass up and light that candle gone, you don't know what blessing gonna come from that flame. You know, flame that fire, that's a spirit. And a lot of y'all start out doing y'all work so good. And then things are happening good for you, and then you just stop. Hmm. Because y'all keep waiting to feel ready. And you analyze instead of acting. Meanwhile, the opportunity was tied to movement, not perfection. But y'all think that y'all be thinking that the opportunity is tied to you being perfect. And that's never gonna be because you ain't never gonna be perfect. That opportunity is tied to movement. That mean move, bitch. Get your ass up. But y'all be waiting for that feeling. Well, this for it to feel right, for it to feel ready. And then you're sitting there analyzing everything instead of acting. Move on it. Move on it. Then by the time y'all move on it, the opportunity then left. What is the point of doing all the affirmations and the prayers and the incense burning and the spell work if you're not going to have faith in your fate? Do y'all know what y'all miss? Because y'all be waiting on that. I'm waiting on this to feel ready. Remember, your waiting is distorted. I'm just going to baby, do something different this time. Just do it. If I waited for other people to get me where I needed to be, I would not be here. If I was still waiting, where the fuck would I be? Yes, you lack faith in your fate. Your destiny is here. It's here. It's here. It's here. And you get to create it. Listen, if y'all gonna be disillusioned about some shit, be illusion about your money. Be disillusioned about how perfect your life is going to be. Opportunity is never tied to perfection. It's tied to movement. Sometimes if you just get up and move, what are you waiting for? The timing ain't gonna never be right. Well, I'm just waiting around. You're gonna be waiting forever. So what happened next? So Abram tells Sarah to say she's his sister. Abram entered survival mode. Fear overrides his faith. So he's using deception to protect himself. So what does that mean? You know what I mean? Even when people get scared, they make questionable decisions out of fear. People still do that. Are y'all doing that? You shrink when the pressure hit? You compromise to feel safe. You move out of anxiety instead of alignment. See, being chosen does not mean being fully healed. Then, then Sarah is taken. She's taken. The Pharaoh's punished. Abram's actions, he still remained protected. The Pharaoh suffered consequences. Like this is uncomfortable, but it's real. What is that why they say that favor doesn't always look fair? Because the damn sure don't sound like it. Shit. Woo! Woo! You're always in a fight or flight, but you know what, you have to learn how to relax. And that's something that's something it takes time. It does. It does. It takes time. Cuz your body, it doesn't know that, it just knows intensity. It just knows the feeling of intensity. So your nervous system just recognizes everything as danger. If it's some type of intensity, it's going to be tied to danger. So that's the body, the dopamine fix, all of that. But that's why I'm such a big advocate for mental health. Big advocate. Mm. What else? Mm. Thank you for that confirmation. I need to relax. My tired husband says the same. Girl, you better learn to relax. You know, it's all right. It's all right. Y'all, you got to take the pressure off yourself. Nobody's perfect. Nobody just has it 100% together, and nobody has that. Not me, not nobody. Nobody. Mm-mm. Because you can plan for everything, but life can still throw some variables you didn't even think about. And y'all be sitting up really judging yourself so harshly, but look at what options and choices that you had. You might didn't have nothing else. And you can't make nobody make you feel bad because they think they might not have control over this. You might not have control of that, but everybody has something that, just challenges them. But y'all be letting people get in y'all head and shit. And y'all gotta stop that. Cause most of them people out of position anyway, cause they ain't your goddamn business. So when people fall away and shit like that, thank you, Cookie. Thank you, darling. Fuck that shit. And fuck people if they don't like what the type of time you want. Shit. A lot of y'all ain't had nobody to raise you. You raised yourself. Shit. Well, of course, you got the. Some of y'all didn't learn until you made the mistake. Y'all have to relax. Good. You gotta be gentle with yourself. Yeah. Some of y'all that watch me, y'all have listen. I think I done been through some shit, and then I take these appointments with you guys, and I'll just be like, damn, do you know how great you are? And I'll be like, well, no. You just did this, and you lived through it. Well, most days you still live through it. Yeah, I don't even get how great that is. At any rate, I had did a little diagnostic test. Let me see if I can do it. Huh? Yeah. Okay, so I can't put all these questions. Let me see. You do not want me to be great. Maybe I can put them in a description. Yeah. I can put them in the description. Would you say so? The Christian God is basically a sociopath who loves to control and suffering. I mean, you reading it just like I am. That's why I want y'all to understand who we dealing with. So y'all can really understand the power that's in the Bible and how you can use that in work. Because that's important. I think I'm going to put those questions. I'm going to put the questions in the description. I think I am. Bless you. Bless you. Oh, so I'm going to end it with this. I'm going to give you some hoodoo that's in Genesis 12. So y'all might want to write this down. So in Genesis 12, leaving equals road opening work. So leave your country, your people, your father's house. So the function biblically is separation before elevation. So the kind of parallel of like hoodoo, this is a road opening. It's block removal work. So the concept of it is you cleanse, you remove obstacles, and you shift environments in that way. So you don't pray for a new life while still sitting in the old one. Somebody said, bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the donations. May it return 100-fold to you guys. So in hoodoo, we don't just ask for change. We move energy in position physically. Okay. Then the blessing. So the blessing in Genesis 12, the blessing equals conditioned alignment. Oh, thank you, Jerry. Many blessings. Thank you. May it return 100-fold to you as well. The blessings is conditioned alignment. And I will bless you and make your name great. So that is the covenant, that's the obedience, the alignment equals the results. So the parallel to that in hoodoo is that work only moves when your intentions is clear, your actions match your petition, and your spirit is in agreement. So you would, lighting a candle means nothing if your behavior contradicts your request. So Abram didn't just believe, he moved accordingly. And another one is, I will curse who curses you. That is spiritual protection work. So that's divine covering and consequence. Oh my God. Thank y'all. Thank you, Green Goddess. Many blessings to you. Thank you. So the hoodoo, like the parallel to that is that's protection work, that's reversal work, that's justified return to sender energy. You don't have to chase people down. When you are spiritually aligned and protected, mishandling you carries consequences. Another parallel would be to altars and land. So and that's claiming space. So Abram builds altars throughout the chapter. So marking territory and honoring divine presence. So the parallel, this is the altar work, fixed prayer space, ongoing communication, and spiritual anchoring. So you don't just pray one time, right? You build a space where power is maintained. All right. Another parallel was Egypt. Egypt represented fear, and fear equals misaligned work. So Abram lies and he moves in fear. So that shows imperfection inside of purpose. The parallel was when a hoodoo parallel would be um when you work from anxiety or you act out of fear instead of clarity. So you can do a working, but if your nervous system is unstable, you're going to overreact, you're going to self-sabotage, you're going to misdirect energy. Power requires emotional regulation. All right? Another one would be Abram was still protected. Even after the mistake, he was still covered. So covenant protection remains. So the hoodoo parallel to that would be when you are aligned and consistent and spiritually positioned, you carry backing. Okay. Not perfection, positioning. So Genesis 12 actually is not separate from hoodoo. It shows some of the same laws and some of the same shared principles. You have to move before things move for you. You must remove before you receive. Protection is built, it's not assumed, and your behavior must match your prayer. Fear will disrupt your work if you don't regulate it. All right. um Genesis is not just about faith, it's a blueprint for spiritual work, and how it functions. So that is chapter 12, and that's what I got from it. Thank you guys for supporting my videos. Next week, I think I'm going to do the resurrection because it's Easter, right? Next weekend is Easter. So I know y'all probably gonna be at church for real with y'all outfit on. For those who don't though, and y'all want to come and join me, I am going to be doing the resurrection. So, it's going to be kind of funny. It's kind of funny. And so I hope y'all enjoyed 12. And I hope I broke it down and explained it for you. Thank y'all for just supporting me in the donations and stuff like that. I really appreciate that. I really do. And I love teaching this. I love teaching it. And yeah. So I'm going to do the resurrection. So it's going to be out of order. I won't be doing 13. I will be doing the resurrection. What's that? They hung him high. They stretched him wide. How'd that go? Calvary, that's love. That is not fucking love. They hung him high. They stretched him wide. That is not that is that is that is not love. What's the word to that song? What's the name of that song? What's the name of this song? What's what? And 3 days later, he rose again. What's the name of that song? I'm trying to get the lyrics to that. I'm trying to find this. You know, no greater love. Is that the name of it? No greater love. That's fucking word. No greater love. Jesus. I am really trying to get the words. Cause why are they doing it? Damn it. Lord, hear the words, y'all. Y'all ready? Jesus went to Calvary to save a wretch like you and me. That's love. That's love. They hung him high. They stretched him wide. He hung his head and then he died. That's love. That's love. Then it goes on to say, that's not how the story ends. 3 days later, he rose again. That's love. Do y'all be listening? For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, and that son gave his life for me when he died on Calvary. There is no greater love, no love nowhere, no greater love that a man will lay down his life for a friend. No love nowhere. I've searched all over. That's love. Lord, they just be making an ass out of us. They just be making an ass out of us. Oh Lord. When I sit up and when I sit up and I walk, they just think, Lord, we in a simulation. What the fuck? We are in a simulation. This is not real. This is this is not real. 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 Ain't no way. The ghetto. The ghetto. This is not real. This is a fucking simulation. Well, anyway, I love y'all and I appreciate you guys. And you guys have a fabulous Sunday. Have a fabulous week. If y'all want me to, I can post those questions. If you want me to, I can put it in the description. Okay. Oh, and let me also do a prayer for y'all for the week. Okay. I said I was gonna start doing it too. Cause I appreciate y'all giving me like donations and stuff like that because I'm able to help people. How can I return this gaming system? Oh, thank you. All right. Everybody close your eyes. Bye. um Universal Father, the universe, whatever you choose, your spirituality, your ancestors, God of order, of power, and divine direction. This week, I do not ask to stay comfortable. I ask to stay aligned for myself and for each and every last person that watches this. If there is anything in my life or their life that they have outgrown, I ask that you remove my attachment to it. I ask that you remove their attachment to it. And if there's anywhere where I'm staying out of fear and they are staying out of fear, give them the courage to move. Order their steps and my steps with clarity, not confusion, not hesitation, but grounded certainty. Protect them from distractions, from delays, misalignments, and let what is not for them fall away without resistance. Let what is for them come with ease and confirmation. I want you to strengthen their mind so that they don't act from fear. I want you to stabilize their spirit so they don't sabotage what they are praying for. Where they have been uncertain, bring direction. Where they have been scattered, bring focus. Where they have been holding out, teach them how to release. I trust what is leaving is making space. I trust that what is shifting is actually shifting and positioning them. I trust that I am being led, that they will be led, even when we cannot see the full path. This week, we move differently, we think differently, and we choose alignment over comfort. And I will walk and they will walk, knowing that they are covered, they are guided, and they are supported. Ashe, amen, and many blessings to all of you guys. And y'all have a great week. Now, if y'all want to book a conversation with me or you want to book a reading, there is my website, MagickalLadyDuchess.com. Ashe. I do emergency consultations as well. All right. Ashe, guys.